So the government shutdown's been going on for like a little bit over a month now. And honestly, I got to give it to the Democrats. Like, I didn't think they were going to be able to do this good as far as like with public opinion and stuff. Usually, when the government shuts down, usually the party who shuts it down gets blamed for shutting it down. I mean, I know some people won't like me saying that, but the Democrats are basically shutting the government down for a good reason. I feel like it's good reason. I feel like they should have fought for more, but that's neither here or there. What they're fighting for is good, you know what I'm saying? Because from what I've been hearing about how these subsidies are affecting healthcare prices and what's about to happen if they don't get renewed, it's going to be very bad. And what's perfect about it is the Democrats can't really lose on this as long as they play their cards right, because either they get what they want and they are shown fighting and winning versus Trump on something that really affects people, or they lose and everybody healthcare goes up. For some people, it's going to go through the fucking roof, and then everybody would know like, oh, it's the fucking Trump and the Republicans who did that. The Democrats are almost in a no lose situation, but I do believe that we're coming to an inflection point. I think things are starting to crack, like with these SNAP benefits. If people don't get their full SNAP benefits, it's going to be a lot of upset people. People rely on those SNAP benefits, and like when I was younger, I was on food stamps. Like my family was on food stamps. I wasn't on food stamps, but I know how it would have been, how it would have been if we didn't get food stamps. Because at the end of the month, if you're relying on food stamps towards the end of the month, your food is gone. Like your kitchen is getting pretty empty. Like you're starting to find the last little bits of stuff to eat, the can of tuna or something like that. You're really starting to get to the nitty gritty, and you're waiting for that next month to come through. If you are in that situation and then that next month does not come through, you are in a very bad way. I mean, there's food banks and stuff that you can go to, but you're in a bad way, and the food banks do not have enough capacity to take on all the food stamp recipients. Like you're going to be in a very very bad way. Um, and I could talk about food stamp recipients. I can tell you, as a child, I hated being on food stamps. I absolutely hated it. I hated the card. I hated using the card. I hated everything about it. Most people on food stamps do not like being on food stamps. It's not though people's laying around like, oh, I'm just collect the food stamps. My mom worked two fucking jobs, and we were still like, it like please educate yourself on what it is like being in that situation. Now I'm not saying everybody. There's probably some people out there who don't care. Like there's probably some people out there who are just like, I don't know, collecting food stamps. But I'm getting on a tangent. I'll make another video about food stamps and the fact that we need to get over ourselves when it comes to this whole like fairness, like I work and blah 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 blah. The thing is, I get why that makes people upset. It's a natural response, but you know what? I'm not about to go into it. That'll be another video. That'll be another video. Back to the point of this video. Um, the government, yes. So I think the Democrats have done very well up until now. They have put it in a way that people blame the Republicans for the shutdown, and they've done a great job. They've done a way better job than I thought they were going to do, and I have to give them credit. Like if we're going to us on the left, if we're going to attack the establishment when they do wrong, we have to applaud them when they do good. We got to be fair about this shit. You don't serve any good being unfair. That would be like if you only you beat your dog, or you know what I'm saying, you beat your child every time they did something bad, and then you never rewarded them when they do something good. All you're going to create is a scared broken child or a scared fucking dog that's going to run from you every chance they get. And when it comes to politicians, all you're going to do is have a group of people until you can vote them out, which is going to take time and effort. Until you can get rid of them, you're gonna have a bunch of people that's gonna say, "Well, like fuck the left flank of the party," because even when we try to help them out, it doesn't work. You already got people saying like, "Well, Joe Biden tried to help, the like lower middle class and poor people with all his infrastructure and the CHIPS Act and stuff like that," and they didn't care. No, Joe Biden did a lot of great stuff. I actually like Joe Biden as a president. I think he did a lot of good stuff. He couldn't talk about shit, but he did a lot of good stuff. The main problem is all the stuff that he did was done in such a way that you will not feel it, really. Like the majority of you will not feel it, and those who do feel it won't even know it's from Biden. Like it wasn't like Obama when you had like Obama phone and cash for clunkers and Obamacare. Obama kind of knew what Trump knows, even though Obama didn't really put his name on that stuff. Other people put his name on that stuff, but still, you knew Obama was doing this stuff. With Biden, it's all kind of like it's like he doesn't even want the credit for it, which is dumb because that's how politics work. But anyway, that's another tangent. That could be another video about what ruined the Biden presidency. But anyway, once again, back to the topic of this video. I do feel like we're getting to a point where something's going to have to break. Left or right, something's going to have to break. And I don't know. I don't know. I'll admit I don't know if it would be smarter for the Democrats to just say, you know what? We fought hard. Things are about to get to a point where people are going to really struggle. And us as a party, we just can't have that. So we're going to give in. Fuck it. You win. Saying, let this go. Let this happen. Let the premiums go up. It's going to be very hard for a lot of people. And it's going to suck. But maybe you can show the country, like, this is what you're getting. This is the full Donald Trump experience. You know what I'm saying? I think if we go along too far, it's going to turn. And even though I don't think that's really going to hurt the Democrats long term, especially because, like I said, once those premiums start going up, people are going to be like, well, what the fuck? I do think it's a diminishing returns, law of diminishing return. I think it's going to start being a point where holding out any longer isn't going to help, you know what I mean? And like I said, I don't really know. I'm surprised to this point at how good this has worked out for Democrats. So maybe they can keep holding out and just keep working out. But I really feel like we're starting to get to that point where it's going to be like, yo, we don't care anymore. Open the government back up. So, so that's my thing for today. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I need to find a better way to end these videos. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with something like I don't know, some kind of saying or catchphrase or something. I see a lot of people do that. I'm gonna come up with something besides, hey, like and subscribe and comment. I'm gonna come up with something at some point. I need y'all to start, supporting the brother. If you support me, then I can support myself. So help me out there. But all right.